All right, but let me remind everybody that for our candidates to make it to the top 5, 40% of their score is taken from the preliminary interview, the talent competition, and the festival costume.
And Puntina, and for the information of everyone, the 60% is taken from tonight's competitions, the swimsuit, evening gown, and the first round of question and answer.
It's a tough competition, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, it's a tough job for our panel of judges as well. So without further ado, this is, ladies and gentlemen, Las Navas, the first round of Q&A.
In this part of the competition, the ladies will be scored based on 3 criteria: content, delivery, conciseness and confidence, poise and bearing.
Now the questions are based on their preliminary interview. And the ladies will only be given 45 seconds to answer. And once they hear this sound, that means their time is up. And it's also, I would like also to remind the candidates that they may use any language that they are comfortable with. All right, you may use any language that you are comfortable with.
Okay, so let's start the first round of question. Let's all welcome Mutya San Bukid. Mutya San Bukid, good evening. Your question is, you've been dedicated to promoting body positivity. Was there a personal experience that inspired you to focus on that cause? Again, you've been dedicated to promoting body positivity. Was there a personal experience that inspired you to focus on that cause?
Thank you. When I entered my first pageantry, I heard many criticism and judgment regarding my physical appearances, especially my body size. But then I take it as an inspiration to do more. And I am here standing in front of you to inspire many that besides of many people judgments regarding your physical appearances, your body size and shape, there is no standard set as long as you have that confidence showcase to people, and that's enough. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you so much. Mutya San.
Thank you so much, Mutya San Bukid.
All right. It's all about confidence.
Yes, right, Puntina. Confidence is the key.
It's your time, Mutya San Taylor. All right, here is your question. You've mentioned during the closed-door interview that you are currently serving as a youth leader in your church. How do you encourage young people to stay connected with their faith in today's fast-paced world? Let me repeat that question. You've mentioned during the closed-door interview that you're currently serving as a youth leader in your church. How do you encourage young people to stay connected with their faith in today's fast-paced world?
Good evening, everyone. As a youth leader in our barangay, I would say to my co-youth that I would boast their confidence, because confident believe in your ability, quality, and judgment. And also it reflects yourself and handle your situation. And confidence, it is how you face the challenging, take risk, and pursue your goals and achieving your dreams. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mutya San Taylor.
And now we'll have Mutya San Isidro. Mutya and San Isidro, here is your question. Silence, please. In both your interview and talent presentation, you highlighted your advocacy for equal opportunities for the Mamanwa tribe. What actions have you taken to support this cause so far? Again, in both your interview and talent presentation, you highlighted your advocacy for equal opportunities for the Mamanwa tribe. What actions have you taken to support this cause so far?
As Mutya and Barangay San Isidro, where my barangay is the home of our indigenous group, I am an advocate for empowering youth to preserve the culture of our people, the Mamanwa people. And there's one life-changing quotation that is really close to my heart, and that is, if you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else, because this quotation focuses on you prioritizing somebody else, but within line of you prioritizing yourself. Year 2022, I have been an unfollowed member by my own classmates, and sometimes I get frustrated from those treatment I've experienced. But at that moment, good attitudes of such different kind of kindness still remains. And I have been a leader for the Grade 12 Excellence since I've got the title for the Miss Intramurals year 20.
Thank you so much, Mutya San Isidro.
All right, thank you so much. Mutya San Isidro. I think she says, if you want to lift yourself up, but first lift someone else.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you so much
I don't know.
again,
To
Mutya
that
San
effect.
Isidro.
All right, now let's call in Mutya San Bugay. All right, here is your question. You mentioned that music is your comfort. And during the talent presentation, you also showcased your singing skills. If you were to write a song for Las Navas, what would the title be and why? Again, you mentioned that music is your comfort. And during the talent presentation, you also showcased your singing skills. If you are to write a song for Las Navas, what would the title be and why?
Thank you. If I were to write a song for the Las Navas, the title would be Magpagkaurusa Las Navas Non, or in English, Unity of Las Navas Non. This song would demonstrate our courage, resilience, and unbreakable spirit. As you all know, I am currently an active secretary of the Nativity Parish Youth Ministry. And through my experience there, I've learned and realized how unity empowers us all. Through our unity, we'll be able to be together to achieve any obstacles that we face in our lives. Because no storm.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
so much, Mutya San Bugay. Indeed,
Yes.
Pontina, there are a lot of avenues to empower our youth, and Miss Mutya San Bugay is singing, right?
Yes. So, it's unity for 2024.
Unity pa rin sa 2024.
All right.
Okay, so let's have Mutya San Quirino, Poblacion, Purok 3. Good evening, Mutya San Quirino, Poblacion Purok 3. You mentioned that you were raised by a single mom and you consider her as... silence, please. You consider her as the strongest woman in the world. What message would you like to share with all the single mothers out there? Again, you mentioned that you were raised by a single mom and you consider her as the strongest woman in the world. What message would you like to share with all the single mothers out there?
I would like to share to all single mothers out there is to stay strong. I believe that their children are their wealth. And no matter how difficult life is, they have the power to have a brighter future. Because I believe that
single mothers are a pillar of hope, and they are a beacon of light of their children. So it is important that they stay strong. And I just wanted to say to all children who are raised by their single mothers, I want you that you will remember this, that even if life is so difficult, you have the power to shine, to contribute in this community, because you are not less than anyone else. And that...
Thank you so much, Mutya San Quirino, Poblacion, Purok 3.
All right. Worthy of admiration naman talaga ang mga single parents, single mothers.
Yes, of course. Hindi kaya
Yes.
madali ang mag-raise ng kids.
Truly. Ako ay am a
Single mom, yes.
I was a single mom before.
But you
before
have
my
now
husband
partner.
came. Yes, so it was hard, it was tough, and truly, tama naman. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Moving on to Mutya San Dabda. Hi, Mutya San Dabda. Are you okay? Are you fine? All right. Sige, relax lang tayo. Here is your question. You mentioned that you grew up with your grandparents. Can you share how their influence shaped who you are today? And what important lessons you learned from them that you carry with you? Again, you mentioned that you grew up with your grandparents. Can you share how their influence shaped who you are today? And what important lessons you learned from them that you carry with you?
Good evening, people of Las Navas, and good evening to my grandmother who are here tonight. Thank you for coming. And in the important lesson that I have grown into my grandparents is to be humble and to be kind to others. Even if I grown into a separated parents, didn't I grow up into my grandparents, I stay focused that everything happens for a reason. And I believe that we need to focus on the bright side of every situation. This bright side of every situation offers a perspective of hope, and then be strong and believe in God's plan. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Talaga naman, wag lang tayong mawawala ng pag-asa. Every struggle will be overcome. Yes, diba?
Parang nakarelate na naman ako doon.
Lahat naman ata tayo,
Grew up with
Fontina.
grandparents. All right. Okay.
So we have Mutya San Hiracdo.
Okay. All right, just take a deep breath.
Inhale, exhale.
All right.
Okay.
You can do that.
Okay. Mutya San Hiracdo, you mentioned that your father died when you were young. And growing up, your sister has always been there and stood as your best friend. What is the most valuable lesson you learned from your sister? Again, you mentioned that your father died when you were young. And growing up, your sister has always been there and served as your best friend. What is the most valuable lesson you learned from your sister?
Good evening, Las Navas. The lesson that I learned from my sister is be strong or be humble, because life is tough. We can experience a lot of challenges, but we should face it and we should fight for it, because life is not fair. And thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mutya San Hiracdo.
Yes, very short,
Short and
but,
sweet.
yes, I
Yeah.
like the last word.
It's
sweet.
always about, I think, strength, resilience, and humility.
Yeah, and
No?
amidst all the struggles, still,
Yeah,
you should stand strong.
correct. All right. It's your turn. Mutya San H. Huli-huli, Poblacion, Purok 5. Hello, gorgeous. Okay, here's your question. You shared that you once struggled with mental health issues. In your opinion, what role do parents play in supporting their children's mental health? Again, you shared that you once struggled with mental health issues. In your opinion, what role do parents play in supporting their children's mental health?
Good evening, Las Navas. I believe parents play a fundamental role in children's mental health because they serve as the pillar of hope and strength of every children. And as a Mutya sa Las Navas, I am raised with the strongest man in the world, my father. He taught me to be authentic and to be strong and to face the world with a brave face and a strong heart. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mutya San Huli-Huli, Poblacion Purok 5.
And now we move on to Mutya San H. Huli-Huli, Poblacion Purok 1.
All right. So here is your question.
Okay. During your closed-door interview, you mentioned your desire to truly live, not just exist. Can you elaborate on what that means to you and how do you plan to live a more meaningful life? Again, during your closed-door interview, you mentioned your desire to truly live, not just exist. Can you elaborate on what that means to you and how do you plan to live a more meaningful life?
Thank you. Indeed, personal question. Maubay nga patron Las Navas. Well, I am a person who used to be timid. I used to be afraid of failures. That's why I have avoided opportunities. But I have realized that it is us, within us, to strive for better, to improve ourselves. And now I am a woman who overcomes fears and striving to inspire and empower others because I believe in the power of education. They don't know that it is my motivation that made me victorious in my academic field, but it is my passion and I'm committed to be an inspiration to my fellow Las Navas as your Mutya sa Las Navas. I will continue advocating for women and
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Mutya
so
San
much.
H. Huli-Huli, Poblacion Purok 1.
Okay. So she will live her life to the fullest by grabbing opportunities. All right.
Oh, ayan. So sabi pa nga, an unexamined life is not worth living. Yes, diba?
Is this Socrates?
Oo. Literature major. Yes.
All right. It's your time, Mutya San Guyo. All right, here's your question. You mentioned that you come from a broken family. As the eldest child, how has this experience affected you personally and emotionally? How have you managed these challenges? Again, you mentioned that you come from a broken family. As the eldest child, how has this experience affected you personally and emotionally? And how have you managed these challenges?
Thank you. As a woman who is not lucky of having a complete family, it was not easy. But I stand here proud with confidence, beautiful and elegance, because I always believe in myself. I always choose to continue dreaming, continue achieving what I wanted to achieve, and do what I wanted to do. And as I stand here tonight, trying to inspire all the Las Navas that no matter what problem that comes into our lives, we should always choose to continue. Padayon, do not let those problems and circumstances stop us from achieving and dreaming. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mutya San Guyo.
Parang sinasabi niya na laban lang.
Yes. This word, padayon, you know, it's one word, but it's such the optimism associated to that word.
Powerful,
So powerful. Padayon. Okay.
I'm sure she's excited to answer the first question. Okay, so let's welcome everyone. Mutya San Quirino, Poblacion Purok 8.
Hello.
Hello. You mentioned that money brings you happiness. How would you use a significant amount of money to create positive impact in your life and the lives of others? Again, you mentioned that money brings you happiness. How would you use a significant amount of money to create positive impact in your life and the lives of others?
Thank you so much. Money is crucial as it lays the groundwork for the personal needs of a person. And if I have a significant amount of money, I would use it for street children, for out-of-school youth. For the information of everybody, I am the Pag-asa Youth Association of the Philippines, Ambassadors of Las Navas, and my program equips me for the future of the out-of-school youth. So if I have a lot of money, I would use it for the out-of-school youth to continue to education because education is a platform for personal success. It is the bedrock upon which we build an equitable and better future for our fellow Las Navan.
Thank you so much. Mutya San Quirino, Poblacion, Purok 8. Indeed.
Ikaw ba, Ma'am Fontina, if you have a significant amount of money?
Alam ko ang tanong is, does money make me happy? Of course.
Saan ba?
Meron ba ditong hindi happy pag may money?
Lahat naman ata tayo
Meron po ba
happy.
dito hindi happy pag may money?
Wala lahat happy pag may
Yeah.
money, di ba? Yes.
Money is power.
And power is money.
Yes.
Diba? Okay, so there you have it. The first round of Q&A. Let's give the ladies a resounding applause.
Kaya palakpakan naman po natin Las Navas!